Hey guys, how we doing? Today I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to fly one of these bad boys on DAYZ. Not really much to preview talk about, so I think we're just going to jump right into it. And it can be a bit tricky for beginners, but luckily there are little things we can do to make it easier for you. One of those things is it has autopilot. So I would recommend definitely turning that on before you fly for the first time. We're going to start our engine rather. You can see that it is turning on. You gotta wait a little bit for it to reach maximum RPMs. Now the controls on this, you use the same controls that you would for a car. You know, W is forward, S is backwards, A is left, D is right, Q and E aren't shift. Obviously helicopters don't have shift, but those control the pedals, which will turn the heli left or right. And I will go ahead and preview that now. So we'll get up in the air. And so if you look at my bottom left hand corner, if you see the meters gauge, it's showing going up. That's how high we are. The kilometers per hour and actually how fast we're going. Now that we are in the air, Q and E, Q spin you left, E will spin you right, A will bring the heli left, D will bring the heli right. Now W will go forward, but naturally since we're in autopilot it's going to want to automatically correct. So what we'll do is we're going to turn autopilot off. Now for beginners I would recommend being in the air fairly high before doing this. Otherwise you're more prone to crashing. But since autopilot's off now, if I hold W, you don't want to hold W in. Just tap it a little bit, or just enough to bring your heli forward, then you're going to start to go forward. You want to slow down. Give S a couple taps, and it will slow you back down. Now, D is going to have a lot more dramatic effect since autopilot's off, as will A. The opposite will be for Q and E. It won't do as much spinning for you since you're flying without autopilot on. If you hold NW, that's where people are going to make mistakes. It's not one of the cars. You can't just hold NW. The longer you hold it in, the faster you're going to go. Pretty much the exact opposite is going to happen here. You hold it in, you're just going to nosedive straight into the ground. Just like this. You don't want to do that. If you just hold in A, it's going to eventually just roll your heli. It's a lot of sensitivity you got to get used to. So you want to be gentle on your buttons until you get the feel of how the heli's going to roll. You just hold it in, you're just going to go upside down. At any time you start to lose control and you don't know what to do, just try to kick your autopilot on. And it will automatically level your heli out, slow you down, and you can resume what you're doing. Once it's level, you can turn your autopilot back off and continue what you were doing. Eventually, you'll get good enough. You can just dive, skim the ground, hover a couple meters above trees. And you'll just be comfortable flying. It is really quite an exciting experience, especially for first times. You just get such an awesome view. Definitely get to places much, much faster. Sorry for the lag. This is a very modded server I'm doing this on, so. But like I said, for beginners, I would recommend definitely going pretty high in the sky, taking away from trees and buildings just to keep yourself from crashing. See, there's a bear. Don't have to worry about him, because we're not on the ground. Well, when I'm turning like this, I'm just tapping D, just turning the heli a little bit, and it's allowing me to turn. When I'm ready to go straight, I'll just hold in A until or not hold in A, I will tap A until it levels out. Keep going. If you think you're gonna crash, just hit S. It'll bring your nose up a little bit. Shift will bring you up. Z brings you down. I don't know if I said that. We will make our way back to where we started. Now when you want to land, you can try it without autopilot. It is a bit of a challenge, especially in a tight area. Hold in S till it slows you down, but it can be very tricky. I struggle with it. I'm sure not everybody does. For me, it's easier just to turn autopilot on. As you can see, it levels my heli. I can just kind of shimmy over to where I want to land, which naturally I want to land in my base or next to my base in any case. You hold in Z, it'll bring you down. If you look at my bottom left, you can see my meters. Obviously, I'm getting closer to the ground. Spin me around here. You can spin all the way around, just non-stop, doesn't even matter. Come down a little more. Now, since auto hover is on, or autopilot's on, excuse me, I'll just tap W, and it's going to nudge the heli forward, but it will not continue to go forward. Eventually, it's just going to level itself out and stop. Kind of get where you want to go, drop it down, then at this point, you can just shut your heli off. Get out. good to go. Now you can actually fly from either side of the front. I mean, from this side you still have your start, your autopilot. So that's up to you if you fly in first person. I prefer third person, but not all servers are third person compatible, so there you go. I mean, I hope the video helped. Naturally, different helicopters handle it a little differently, but they all have an engine that needs started and they all have an autopilot you can use. So I hope this kind of helps you out a little bit in any case. If it does, please feel free to subscribe and like the video. It'll definitely help me out a lot. And good luck on your adventures. If you guys need help, come find me on Bear Mountain too. I'll let you fly one of my helis and I'll give you guys a first-hand lesson on it. That being said, I'm NDT. Take care.